super readers! Thank you for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammack.
Hi, and I'm Mrs. Vang.
Hello, and I'm Mrs. O'Leary. I'm stepping in and subbing for Mrs. Nix today.
This is a fun, fabulous place for us to learn and practice and
Grow our brains
to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. So, are you ready to get started? Let's warm up our brains with some ear training. Go ahead and turn up those ears because we're about to do Daily Phonemic Awareness. All right, this morning you are really going to need to turn up those good listening ears because we're going to play a little game called phoneme identification. That's a bunch of fancy words for, can you pick out the sound that matches in all of the words I tell you? A phoneme is a sound. Identification means, can you know which one it is? So I'm going to tell you 3 words, and you are going to listen and see if you can figure out which sound is the same in all 3 of the words. Here we go. Yum, fuss, sub. Listen again. Yum, fuss, sub. Did you hear the sound in yum, fuss, and sub? They all 3 have that sound. All right, are you guys ready? I'm going to see if I can trick you. Here we go. I have another group of words. Hot, log, sock.
Oh, I got it.
What did you get?
I heard the ah sound.
Did you hear the ah sound? How about you?
I did.
Great. That's the sound I was hoping you would hear. All right, one last set of words. Here we go. Hum, run, sun.
I think I have that one. Would that be like the focus umbrella card we're studying?
It is. Ra-un, and sa-un all have the sound, just like our umbrella card.
And speaking of umbrella, I brought my umbrella today. And so if you have yours, go get it. Or if you don't, we can pretend.
You can just pretend like me.
Are you guys ready? Let's listen to our umbrella song called My Umbrella. Are you ready? Okay, stand up.
Stand up.
Stand
Let's
up.
go. Remember, first we're going to look at the sky. Oh, feels like rain.
Is it rain?
Open up. Good job. Just make yourself small. Look under your umbrella. Here it goes up. Can you make yourself small? I like it too.
I love that. And I love that it goes right into our focus for the week, which is our umbrella card. So let's review that really quickly, boys and girls. It's umbrella card, it's umbrella, and it's spelled with a U. Very good. And we're remembering that this is one of our short vowel letters. All right, so before we get started building and blending words, let's go over some review sounds and letters. So our first one is another short vowel sound. It's our apple card. It says apple, and it's spelled with an A. Very good. Can you guess what the next one is? Another vowel, short vowel sound, and it is our egg card, and it says egg, and it's spelled with an E, and then sometimes with an E and an A. Very good. And here is our insect card. These two sound so similar. We have to really be careful how we say them. So let's do our insect card. It's insect, and it's spelled with an I. You did that perfectly. Good job. And one more vowel, short vowel to go over, and that's our octopus card. And it says octopus, and it's spelled with an O. What else do we want to remember? Oh, yes, our guitar card. Our guitar card, that's not a vowel anymore. Now we're with consonants. That says G, guitar, and it's spelled with a G. Good job. Good job remembering going over these. Some of these we went over a couple weeks ago, not just last week. And our dolphin card says D, dolphin, spelled with a D most often, and sometimes it comes with an ED. That sound comes with an ED at the end of a word. Very, very good. And our last review card for today is our nest card. It's N, nest, spelled with an N, and then sometimes it's paired with a silent K and a silent G, and still says N. Good job remembering. All right, I'm going to invite my friends to come back to help me and help us blend and build some words because they're just so nice. So thank you for coming. All right. Well, I said you were nice. Hello, it's nice to see you, Retel. Hi, Rita. Very good to see you too. Thank you for coming and helping today. So let's start with blending. All right, and I'm going to do the first one, and would one of you mind doing the second one for us? Okay, so the first one is fun. So when we're learning to decode a word, we sometimes need to go slower, and then when we hear it, we can go faster. Fun. All right, would one of you like to try the next word? Blending it?
Yeah, do you want to do it?
I would like to do it because I love to have fun, Mrs. O'Leary.
Okay, well, thank you.
I will do it quiet in my head.
Good job, Rita. Very good job. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fuss.
Fuss. Very, very good. But let's remember, Retel, that when we see two consonants at the end of a sentence, we say one sound. We don't go s, s. We just say s. You did that really well. And then and also that's a clue to us that this vowel sound is going to be a short vowel sound. Like an umbrella. Good job.
Good
Excellent.
job.
So it's just fuss.
It's fuss. Yes, like, hey, let's not make a fuss about this. Yeah.
I got it.
got
Thanks,
it?
Mrs. O'Leary.
Well, you're very welcome. I'm so glad you're here to help. All right, let's build some words, my favorite part. So the first word I want to build is cub. Cub. You know, like a baby bear is a cub? So let's think about that. I'll do the first one, and then one of you can do the second one. So, b. Ooh, I think I remember. I've seen that word before, and that is a C. I know that right away. I don't even have to think about that because already I'm getting the hang of that short U. And then b. Sometimes I get this letter mixed up sometimes, but I think it's this one here, which is a B. Cub, C-U-B. All right, you're up next. So.
I can't wait, I'm so excited.
All right, then you can go with this next one. How about the word huff?
Huff. Oh, that's kind of hard. Okay, that's H.
Okay, I'll put it up there.
Oh, that's the U. That's our sound for the week.
So good, you bet it is.
Oh, wait, that's the F. I don't know. I think that's it.
You think that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what?
Remember? It has the Could it also have a double consonant?
Yes, and remember this is our short U.
Thank you, Ricky, for helping me.
I just learned that today too.
Good thinking.
You did a great job. And boys and girls, I hope you did a great job too at home. Thank you, friends, for joining us.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Leary.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so it's time for our sentence reading. So if you'll read this with me, everybody, let's start at the beginning. The cub, ooh, we sounded that word out already, had playing on the rocks. Okay, let's think about that. Our sentences have to make sense. The cub had something playing on the rocks. We could use our board to help us if we couldn't think of a word. I think I heard it. How about fun? Would it be fun to play on some rocks? It is for me. So I'm going to put that right down here. And let's read it one more time. Oopsie. All right. The cub had fun playing on the rocks. Wow. Ended with some punctuation, which is a period. Started with a capital. Nice spacing in between the words. Good job, boys and girls. You're starting to read longer and longer sentences from the last time I was here. So let's move on now to our high frequency words with Mrs. Hammack.
Well, I know that you were doing some great practice with our word yesterday, could. So let's just review all 5 of them. Well, let's read all 5 of them, and then I'm going to focus on one today. Here's our word could. Then we have live, 3, 1, and then. Today, we're going to focus on the word live. Now, remember, these are high frequency words. That means they show up in lots of things that we read, and we want to know them automatically as fast as we know our name. So sometimes, if somebody was to say, what is your name? Do you have to stop and think, what do they call me again? No, that would be crazy. When someone says, what's your name? You tell them right away. And that's how fast I want you to learn these high frequency words. When you see it, you just know it. So we have to practice so that it gets automatic. And one of the ways we practice is by spelling it out loud and then writing it. So why don't you spell the word live with me? L-I-V-E, live. Great. Now, we're going to write it in a minute, but right now let's take a look at our sentence. Does a fox in a den? Does a fox live in a den? Did you hear how my sentence ended with a question mark? Listen to my voice. Does a fox live in a den? When we ask a question, our voice kind of goes up a little bit, and that's kind of a hint that it's a question. All right, so here is our word live. And today we're going to review rainbow writing. It's one of my favorite ways to practice. So you can see here, we did rainbow writing with the word could. Now remember, we do red, orange, but we don't do yellow on TV because it doesn't really match. You can't see it well. Then green, blue, purple. So today I'm going to do that with the word live. And when I write it, I'm going to say the letters out loud so that it kind of gets locked in, right? Don't just write it without saying it. Let's do it together. Ready? L-I-V-E, and sometimes I like to underline it and say live. All right, so that's the red one. And then we do orange. L-I-V-E, live. Because I want to remember what I'm spelling. So sometimes it helps to say it out loud so those little ears can hear it. L-I-V-E, live. All right, I got 2 more. Are you helping me? All right, help me spell it. Here's our blue one. L-I-V-E, live. And our last one, L-I-V-E, live. Great work. Now, if you don't have markers, that's okay. You can do rainbow writing with crayons and colored pencils. Lots of different ways that you can do that. Today, we're going to listen to a story called Cubs in a Hut. Did you hear that focus sound? I did too. So we're working on prediction. That means we listen to the words, we look at the pictures, and we think about what might happen next. And then we continue to listen so we can see if what we thought was going to happen really does. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it's different than what we thought, and that's okay. But good readers always try to listen and think ahead in the story about what might happen. So today, when you listen to the story Cubs in a Hut, I want you to be thinking, what will the cubs use to build their hut? Can you predict? All right, enjoy this story.
Cubs in a hut. Let's make a hut, said Gus. We could use mud, said Russ. It will be fun, said Bud. The cubs had a plan. Bud got a big stack of sticks. Russ and Gus got mud and grass. The cubs did a very good job. Let's move in, yelled Russ. Yes, yes, yelled Bud and Gus. The cubs set up rugs and beds. They filled up the hut with lots of stuff. Then one night, 3 cubs got up. Drip, drip, drip. My bed is wet, yelled Bud. My head is wet, yelled Gus. It's not fun to live in a wet hut, yelled Russ. We must fix it, said Bud. It will not drip on us, said Gus. We will not get wet, said Russ. It is good to live in a dry hut. 3 cubs are as snug as bugs in a rug.
I loved it. Can I retell this story?
Yes, Ricky, you can retell today. Oh, look how excited Ricky is. Are you guys ready to retell with Ricky? But first, what prediction did you make? What did you predict the cubs were going to make their hut out of?
I thought they were going to make it out of mud.
You did, and guess what? I thought they were going to make it out of sticks. But if we were listening, can we confirm our predictions, see if they're correct? We can. So Ricky's going to help us with that because he loves retelling our stories. So today, we're going to retell.
When we retell, we start with the beginning, and then the middle, and then the end.
You're right, Ricky. So we're going to start with the beginning, and the middle, and then the end. So as we do that, we're also going to be thinking about our characters. And remember, characters are just people or animals in our story. We're going to be thinking about the setting, right? The setting just means where the story takes place, right? And I also broke them up into beginning, middle, and end. So as we go through, we're going to identify the characters, the setting, and the events that happens in the beginning, middle, and end. And we know the events are just what happens in our story, and that's Ricky's favorite. So he's going to help us, and let's see if you guys can say those answers before Ricky can, because he's so excited because he wants to retell, because he loves to retell. I know, Ricky, it's almost your turn. Okay, let's go to the beginning of the story. I have some pictures here to help us. Who were my characters in the story?
The characters were the cubs.
You're right. Do you remember their names?
Mm-hmm. They were Gus and Russ and Bud.
You're right. Where were they?
They were in the forest.
Yes, you were right. Is that what you guys got? Or if you said the woods, that's okay. Woods or forest, that's good. And what were they doing?
I know. They were going to make their hut. And we were both kind of right, because they were going to make their their hut out of mud, grass, and sticks.
You're right, Ricky. So they made their house out of sticks, grass, and mud. So we were partially right. But remember, this is us confirming our prediction, right? We made a prediction, and then we now know if it was correct or not. And we were half correct. So high five. We both did a great job. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, here's what's happening in the middle of the story. Uh-oh. They are now being woken up. Why are they being woken up? Now, remember, who's in my story?
I still see 3 cubs, so it's still the 3 cubs.
You're right. Gus, Russ, and Bert.
And now they're in their house or their hut.
You're right. So here's my setting. They are inside their house. Remember, they built a hut. And what was going on?
Oh, this was not good. They built their hut, but now something was getting on them.
You're right. What was getting on them?
They were woken up by a drip of water. That's not good.
It's not. So that was the problem that they had, wasn't it? Water started dripping on them because it was raining outside. You're right. So how did they solve the problem? Oh, I see the picture. This is my ending, right?
So at the end, it's still the three cubs.
You're right. Gus, Russ, and Bud. And now where were they?
They were outside and they had to fix their roof.
You're right. So here they are. Do you see that picture? They had to fix their roof. You're right. And then after they fixed their roof, what happened?
They fell asleep. Oh, I love that story.
I did too. How did you guys do? Awesome. Now, I want you guys to think about that story now, and let's see if you guys can help me with some writing. So today, we're going to use that story to go into our writing. And my writing prompt today says, what plans did the cubs use for building their hut? So I'm going to start off with a topic sentence, okay? You help me, because Ricky helped me write this topic sentence. So his topic sentence says,
the cub had a plan to make a hut.
that's right. So all I really did was I used some of my words in my prompt and I started my topic sentence with it. Did you see that? The cubs had a plan to make a hut. Or my prompt says, what plans did the cubs use for building their hut? You see how I used a lot of the same words and I just restated it? That's right. That's what you can do. But now I need some details. And guess what? Should we call our friends to help us? Oh, let's call them.
Rita!
I'm right here.
Oh, nice.
Such a great story.
It wasn't. I think my cousin's in town. Rhonda! Here's my cousin. Can you guys help with the story? I already wrote the topic sentence. The cubs had a plan to make a hut.
Oh, Retell did. Can you guys help? And remember, when we write our details, let's start with what we call a transition word. So we're going to start with the word first.
Oh, I know. Can I go first? Did you see how I used the word first?
Yes, I love that, Rita.
Okay, so first, Bud he got a stack of sticks.
sticks. You're
That's
right.
He got sticks. Oh, I got confused for a minute.
Good job. So first, Bud got a stack of sticks, and I liked how you used that transition word. And then we're going to use next.
Russ and Gus got mud and grass.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Bless you.
Next, Russ
Bless you.
and Gus got mud and grass. Good thinking. And then last, who can help me with last?
I got it.
What happened last?
Oh, the end. It says last the Cubs. Oh, what were they doing? Oh wait, they
guys
built
remember?
the hut. That was it.
Good job. Last, the Cubs built their hut. Awesome job, friends. You guys did such a great job helping us. Now, let's go and see if you guys had read this story.
Hi, I'm Edith Navarro with CIPL, and you caught me reading one of my favorite books. This one is Marisol McDonald and the Clash Bash. You see, she's about to have a birthday party, and she can't make her mind up what type of party to have. Her and Mom go to the store, and they see rock star parties and pirate parties and princesses parties, and Marisol just can't decide what kind of a party to have. On the day of her birthday, her family wake her up and they still don't know what kind of party she's decided to have. But she told all of her friends and they all show up as soccer players, as princesses, as pirates, as unicorns. And at the end of the day, they have an amazing birthday party. But I'm not gonna spoil that for you. I want you to get the book. Get it and read it because like me, I know you'll fall in love with Marisol McDonald and the Clash Bash.
Thank you, Edith, for sharing such a great story. I have not read that one either. Have you?
No, I haven't. That was
So
a great
we must
story.
go and check it out, I guess.
I think
huh?
so.
Let's do it.
But guess what? Where should I go? Should I go on Sora?
Oh, yeah. You could go Sora, or you can also check your...
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ice cream soda.
Ice cream soda who?
Ice cream soda. People can hear me.
You're so funny, Retell.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.